Hi, David. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I am doing good.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much.
sharing.
Yes, thank you. So, did you have a good day?
I did have a good day. Yes, it's been very productive.
What was the highlight?
Um, oh, I did follow-up calls, so that's always like a hard struggle for me.
Yes.
Cold calling is not like a heavy burden anymore, but the follow-up, I don't know, for some reason,
What
uh,
about the follow-up gives you that feeling that you don't want to do it?
that I am annoying them.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it is, that I am annoying them. And I have to get over that. I'm like, so what? Okay, they're annoyed. Well, go ahead and call anyways.
Gotcha. So you feel like you're annoying them because they didn't respond to your initial offer?
Correct. Or they said no to my initial call. Like, no, I'm not interested in selling. And I put them on for maybe another month or two. And I know, and I see it in my notes that they told me no before.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, so it's a struggle.
But you did overcome that today and you did your follow-up call. So how did it go?
It went really well. So I have one person that told me no before, and they're like, oh, actually things are changing and they're looking maybe in another month or so sell their property.
Amazing.
Yep.
That
It
feels
was,
good. Did you have
yeah.
anyone that got upset?
Um, yes, actually I have. I
Really?
did. I had two. They're upset, like, no, but they didn't remember me. So that was good, I guess. Or maybe they did. I don't know. Um, but yeah, yes, they get upset. But I'm okay. I don't know with that. Because cold calling, they get upset. I mean, there's just people
Yeah.
who are mad. So
But you actually didn't, you said you don't have a problem cold calling.
no, I don't have a problem cold calling. And it's the same mental shift that I have to make for cold calling that I did for follow up. That I need to make that same mental shift that
And
it's
what was your shift? What were you thinking then?
so
What do you think now?
cold calling, I would be upset if they were upset with me. But when I just said, okay, you want to talk to 10 people. So whether they're upset or not, just, hey, you talked to, that's one down, write it down. Great.
Mhm.
Oh, that's number three, write it down. Oh, they told you to buzz off. Oh, fine, that's great. But you're number four, write that name down. Oh, so that was the mental shift. So same thing, like I just need to, like I'm almost there for follow up. Just like, hey, your job is to talk to 10 people on your follow up list and just focus on that.
Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. Good job doing that. Thanks
Thanks.
for making time for me.
Yeah, I so appreciate it. This is so exciting.
Well, we're here to talk about your success. And you said that you won a deal recently that you
I
had
did.
gotten from your marketing efforts with DealMachine.
Yeah, so in preparation for this time with you, I went back and looked at my cold calling to the person who sold me their property. And back in December, they told me no. And I didn't even realize that. So then I went back and then they told me no again in April. So then I called them back last month and he was like, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm not looking to sell that one that you're asking about, but I am looking to sell. Because I did ask him, do you have any other land or property you consider selling? He was like, well, yeah, my granddaughter's about to move out of this property that I bought for her. She, married and she has, many children now and they've outgrown the house. So it turned to a yes. And sure enough, he was just like, yeah, he owned several other properties. He really didn't want to maintain that one because it was not in the area of where his other properties are. He's an older gentleman. Oh my goodness, he has 21 grandchildren. Okay, that's just a random side note.
Whoa.
But so, anyways, and yeah, so follow up really pays off. I mean, I hear people say that all the time,
Yeah,
and it does.
that's
It really
amazing.
does.
And so that was from December. So you basically had that lead in your system from December until when did you close the deal?
I closed the deal yesterday,
Wow. So yeah, from December to August.
August. Mm-hmm.
So 8 months, 8 to 9 months. And that is how long it took to get a deal. So, I mean, fantastic job staying consistent, right? So many people, aren't organized enough to just keep a lead like that in their system to give that follow up whenever they need it.
Yeah, yeah, it worked out great. And now, like, he has six other properties, and he's just like, well, I'll keep you in mind because I mean, he's just like, I am getting older. I mean, yeah. So it was great. It was I built a good rapport with him.
Oh,
And
something just happened to your audio. It just got a little bit muffled.
oh, really? Oh, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I have my hand on it.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, build a great rapport with him. He has several other properties, and he's just like, yeah, I'm older, and his children are not interested in taking over the properties or anything like that. So I'm hoping that more will come from that source later.
Amazing. Yeah, you definitely never, you got to keep him on the follow-up list for sure if you said that.
For
So
sure.
did you, like, what did you notice about this property and how was DealMachine incorporated with this success story?
So actually, so DealMachine, I had it scheduled for another property, but once he told me about this other one that he was looking to sell that his granddaughter was in, I just went ahead and added that, went and drove by it, added that to the DealMachine, and then just kind of kept an eye on it to see what was going on. And actually, it was a really well kept up property. So when the time came, I just went on ahead and I knew like he still wanted below market value. He didn't want to do work with a realtor or anything like that. So ideal, those properties over there under like 50% under the market value, probably be about 35,000.
Okay.
But he wanted 61, and well, he wanted around 60. So when I went in to look at the property and I just offered him 61, I happened to be $1,000 above his highest offer. That
Wow.
Yeah, so I just had the contract right there, and I had him sign it right away at that moment.
So you had a blank contract.
I did. Blank paper contract. And then,
Fantastic.
yep. So then scanned it and then sent it to him so that he could have a copy. And then just got access and started calling buyers to go ahead and resell the property.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess, is this the first deal that you did, or is this the first deal that you've done with DealMachine?
So this is the first deal. No, this is not the first deal I've done, but this is the first deal I've done all by myself. So
Oh,
I've done two other ones, and I had a
yay. Yeah,
mentor.
that's awesome.
I know, right? So I had a mentor, and he's so sweet and kind to me. And he just babies me all the way through. And I was like, I've got to do this by myself. Like, I've got to make this
Mm-hmm.
happen. So I just took it. I took the chance and did it. And honestly, like I made $4,000 on the deal, but I left so much money on the table. Like I look back on it now. So the person that I wholesaled it to, he's re-wholesaling it to someone else.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So if you
So
had a bigger buyer's list, you could command a higher price.
yeah. So, and I knew that, like, I knew I could probably make about 10, but I panicked. I did. It just what it really boils down to. I kind of panicked. And, but still, you know what? It doesn't matter. I know I did it, and lesson learned, right?
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you. I'm going to send you some DealMachine swag.
Oh, that's cool. Great. Thanks.
Yeah. It's going to come through a link. So you'll get to pick out what you want, and it'll be free. You don't have to pay shipping or anything. It'll be included in that link.
Well, thanks, David. That's awesome.
Yeah. What are you going to do next?
Keep calling.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
Are
Keep
you
calling.
actually driving for dollars, or are you?
I do.
Okay. How often
Yeah.
do you do that?
I do that at least 3 times a week.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep. So I still drive for dollars. And so then I make calls from 8 a.m. to 11:30.
Okay. 8 a.m. to 11:30. So you get up pretty early.
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm an early person.
One thing that I like is that you've scheduled it. It seems like a routine every day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think you're bound to have a lot more success. You've just got the right attitude, and you've got some systems in place for yourself. So I can't wait to get on the phone again. Like, let's after you do a few more deals, like let us know. We'll do like a more in-depth case study.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Yeah, that's so cool.
I'm curious, do you have any feedback for us on anything we can improve on?
Listen, you guys, I have actually sent suggestions, and you guys always take them and be like, oh, okay. So, because I am not a mail person, right? And sometimes when I'm in that DealMachine, I'm just adding those homes to the thing, and I'm always so afraid that I'm going to hit mail. And I'm like, oh, I just don't want to have to worry about that because that's not in my budget right now.
Okay.
And I suggested it, like, hey, is there a way that I can just take that mail option off? And sure enough, you did it. You took it off. It was just like, this is a great option for me for right now as I'm,
Yep.
starting this business. So yeah, I mean, you guys. And then I had, I don't know, there was some type of glitch and I lost all of my other deals were gone. And whoever, I think it was AJ, he was like, oh, listen, this is what you got to do. And he could see it on his end, but I couldn't see it on my end. So he created a spreadsheet for me and sent it to me. It was
Good.
like, here, and then in the meantime, we're going to work on this and figure it out. And sure enough, by the end of the day, it was done.
That's amazing. I'm
Yeah,
so glad that we're taking good care of you.
you are. It was really good. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. David, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So I've heard your story. I know that you came across DealMachine because you were looking to wholesale homes and be
Yep.
an investor. So DealMachine is great and it's booming and it's doing well. So do you still like wholesale properties
Yeah.
or buy and hold? Okay.
Yeah. So I've actually kept everything. I have 10 rentals now.
Okay.
I slowed down in the year 2019 to focus more on DealMachine, but
Mm-hmm.
I've done 2 deals this year, so I'm slowly getting back into it. I just
Okay.
want to make sure that like I'm not spreading myself too thin. But yeah, that was absolutely the goal. My goal is to get to 20 rentals because at 20 rentals, that is enough to hire somebody full time on the
Mm-hmm.
portfolio side, and then they can actually do acquisitions for me as well. So that's my goal is I'm
Right.
working on getting to 20.
So how many do you have right now?
10.
Good job.
Thank you. Yeah,
Wow.
I did a few of them with the Burr strategy. So it's free. You can just get your money right back out and then do it again on another deal.
Okay, wait, what's that strategy? The who strategy?
It's called buy, renovate, rent,
Burr.
refinance, and repeat. So
Okay.
um,
Burr,
basically,
it's cold outside. Okay.
Burr, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
So the way to do it though is if you get an amazing deal. So you've got, let's say, my one of my ranches is worth $170,000 total in
Okay.
condition, and I bought one of them for 40 and one of them for 60. Did about like a $60,000-$70,000 renovation. So
Mm-hmm.
I, all in, I'm like 120,
Right.
but the value is 170. So if you get a traditional mortgage on a rental property, you have to put down 25%. Well, 25% of 170 is around what I owed, 120,
Mm-hmm.
or what I had in it, 120.
Right.
So if you refinance, you just get all your money back, and then you've got a cash flowing rental property that literally cost you $0.
Wow.
And you're like looking at the cash you spent, the cash you get back, and the revenue that you've generated.
That's great knowledge. Okay, so that's like next level. So you have 10 now. That's really good. So you're still, how do you manage all of that? Like you're doing DealMachine and then you're going back
Yeah,
into,
it's a good question. So I don't manage it. I manage it myself. And
okay.
typically, the key is like you need a really good handyman that you can just call when something goes wrong. That way I don't have to physically go out myself. So that's like a key to how I do it now. But I still do lease it out, and I
Okay.
meet the tenants, do the showings and stuff, and get somebody
Oh,
in
wow.
there. But then after that, any maintenance, I actually have my handyman Glenn do. So Glenn is great. I actually pay him $200 a month, even if there's no calls.
Oh,
But
that's
the
really good.
200 a month calls it covers the first 2 calls.
Mm-hmm.
So first 2 hours. So basically, if he goes out and fixes plumbing, like I don't get charged, but
Right.
he's incentivized to do that quickly, so that way he keeps receiving the $200 for doing nothing.
That's good. What a
So
great
that's how I've
idea.
structured it with Glenn, and
Yeah.
that's worked out really well.
Yeah, that's so smart. That's really great.
Thanks. But yeah, I mean, when I get to 20, that's going to be a lot. Like, I mean, that's like almost a full-time job on its own as a manager. So I'll be
Right.
hiring somebody in-house
Okay.
to do that.
That's good. Okay, so now what's your schedule like, your daily schedule?
So I'm also very scheduled, just like you are. And the way I break up my week is that Mondays are for my internal meetings. So I have like one-on-ones with my team members.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have a monthly all hands meeting or a monthly team meeting, that's on a Monday.
Okay.
Then Wednesday that's for external meetings. So if we've got a consultant or a contractor or any type of external meeting, those are all on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then my Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, those are all time for me to like work. So right now my main task is like I'm working on hiring some people. So that's whenever I spend my time like going through the applicants, writing job descriptions, communicating with my team about like what this person's going to do. I do all that, but if I do an interview, that's on Wednesday because that's an external meeting. So that's how I've got my week structured.
Okay. So one more thing. So I know like I'm like asking you all these questions. So your daily routine, like in the morning, like you get up at what time? Like you.
Okay. Yeah. So I actually get up at 7 o'clock every day.
Okay.
I work out 6 times a week. I take Sundays off.
Okay.
And my workout starts at 7:30 and it ends at 8. And then at 8 o'clock, I'm coming back home. I eat a full breakfast because I just worked out. And then I take a shower and I sit down at this chair by 9 o'clock a.m. every day. And then I pretty much work till 5. I make sure I take a break for lunch and I've got a snack at 3 p.m.
Okay.
And then sometimes in the evenings, there'll be like a webinar or, on Tuesday nights, some friends can play cards. But that's my schedule.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you do your morning schedule?
So I'm a little earlier. I get up at 5:30.
Okay.
And I have worship.
Okay.
So I do that every day.
Wow.
I do that till 6:15.
Okay.
And then I work out from 6:15 to about 7.
Okay.
I go ahead and I have breakfast. And then I take my shower. And then I'm down at my desk by 8 a.m.
Cool.
Waiting for my day.
Earlier than that.
Yeah, a little early.
You go to bed sooner. I go to bed at 10. When do you go to bed?
I go to bed about 9:30.
Yeah. The problem is I say 10, but it's really like, stayed up till 11:30.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So that I struggle with that part of it too, because I know to get up early, you got to go to bed early. Yeah. So I literally say that's part of your discipline too. It's like you got to be in bed by 9:30. So, yeah. What book are you reading right now?
So I've been using this book a lot. It's called The Great CEO Within.
Oh, okay.
And it's really helpful for me. And it's specifically written by this guy who's like been the CEO of a lot of software companies.
Okay.
Super relevant for DealMachine.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's cool. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have.
Okay. Well, Stephanie, it was so nice talking with you. I can't wait till we do another call so we can follow up on how your morning routine is doing and all that. Are you reading any books right now?
Yes. So I am reading by Napoleon Hill. Why can't I remember what it's called? The Devil. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So before, I had it today. What is it called? I can't remember, David. It just slipped my mind just like that.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so it's all about fear, dealing with fear. So that was like appropriate for me, and how the devil is fear. That's really what it boils down to. And it's just like a little spin on how fear can dictate and destroy your day. So,
okay, well, don't let it destroy your day. It seems very relevant for what you're overcoming with the follow-up calls.
Exactly. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed our chat. I can't wait to talk again. Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome, David. I so appreciate this.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.